Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, we back at it. So today, the market went absolutely crazy. So if you look, the S&P of 0.83%, the Dow 7.7%, and the NASDAQ almost a full point. So let's get into it. So some of the top gainers we have, where is it? All right, we have Meta, Nvidia, and Google is still on a tear. So let's get into the S&P 500. Let's get into it. So guys, so we're focusing on this trend line. So let's get into a regular trading session. So guys, remember what we said, this trend line, previous support will always become resistance. So now the previous resistance is becoming support. So you seen, if you take a look at here, this is our indicator. So literally as soon as it touched the trend line, our indicator gave us a buy signal. And the buy signal literally profited. You take a look at it. We got one signal, but it had to correct. And then you look at our next signal, that gave us all our profits. So if you look, so anytime you want to trade, you always need to make sure that you're trading with a proper indicator. Never take blind signals. So if you look at all the touches on the trend line, touch on the trend line, bounce up. Touch on the trend line, bounce. Another touch on the trend line, bounce. And we're right back at all-time highs. So that's what we said in our previous video. In a bull market, anytime the stock dips, it's a buying opportunity. So let's get into our trades that we took. Let's pull up the SPY. We pull up our contracts from yesterday. So September 4th. So at 9:30, we bought one contract, 0.86. So every time, so guys, when you're buying contracts, the price that you buy it at, the contract is worth, so you just do it times 100. So the contract was 0.86 cents. So that's actually times 100. So that's actually $86. So we bought it for $86 at 9:30. And at 9:33, 3 minutes later, we sold it for a $10 profit. So we just made a $10 profit. So that's about like 8% in literally minutes using our indicator. And you can take a look. Here, our indicator gave us the buy signal. So now let's get into some more top plays. Today, I'm gonna also give you all some plays that should be on your radar because these plays are still oversold. So the first play that I would love to put on you all's radar for Microsoft. So let's take a look at Microsoft. So you look in the past month after Microsoft had its earnings, it went all the way up to 52-week high, $555 after it reported its earnings. And now Microsoft is sitting at 507. Guys, Microsoft is an amazing company to dip by. So let's get into the contracts that we're gonna be looking at. Let's get into Microsoft. All right, Microsoft. Let's look at some potential contracts. And And guys, when you're buying these swing trades, always look for at least 2 months out. So let's get into October 24th. $5.50 call. To November 21st. Let's look at the $5.50 call. An amazing opportunity. So guys, so the further you go out on your contracts, the higher the premium is going to cost. But with that, it gives you more chances for your contract to actually go towards that strike price. And when you're trading options, the contract does not have to go and hit the price. So one thing I love about swing trading, guys, swing trading is really how I make the most money. Day trading is good because you can get in and out quick and you can capitalize quick. But when you really want to make your bag and really want to change your life, it's the swing trade. So let's look at the $600 call. Let's see the open interest. So another thing, when you choose your contracts, always look at the volume and the open interest. You always want to choose the contracts with the highest volume and the highest open interest, because that's just letting you know it's going to be easier to get in and out of your call. And another thing, if you have more money, you can look at these in the money call options. So the price right now of Microsoft is $508. So in the money is considered anything lower than $508. So 505 is considered in the money. $500 is considered in the money. And with these, it's just you're acting this pretty much as like a secure account, and it will continue to grow. Anything out of the money, it will give you higher potential returns, but more risk. So let's look at the out the money contract. 520 out the money contract. 525 out of the money contract. So these all are good buys. So like I said, Microsoft is going to be the next play that I'm looking at to dip. Let's pull up the daily. Go to the daily. Yeah, Microsoft is literally bubbling up for a run up. You see that beautiful W on the bottom? Let me draw the trend line so you guys can see it. All right, guys, listen up. Class is in session right now. So follow this blue trend line. If you look here at the $500 level, that was previous resistance. So you look, so the stock shot up $500. It had a few touches at the $500 level and then corrected down. But what you notice, once it finally broke through the $500 level, once it finally broke through the $500 level, the $500 level acted as support. So it acted as the floor. So look, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch. So now the $500 level is going to be your support. And that's what I'm saying. It's a great opportunity for this stock to take back up to the upside. Look at this daily candle. A solid green bar means a move upwards. So that's review the market and the next play that I'm looking to swing by, and I'll share you all the results in the next video. So y'all have a blessed day. Peace. Thanks for joining the video.